Hi, I'm Carrie,
Hi, I'm Ed.
and welcome to Blue Mountain Summer Camp Staff Training.
Hey everybody, it's Ed. Hopefully you've been enjoying the video trainings that we've been putting together. Hopefully that will condense the training that we have to do at camp, and that we'll be able to do some things that are a little bit more fun. And on that note, I wanted to put together this video on the staff guide. And so let's take a look at the staff guide. Alright, so here it is, the Blue Mountain Summer Camp Staff Guide 2013. You've got a table of content, so everything that we need is right there. Alright, here's the letter. Dear staffer, welcome to Blue Mountain Summer Camp staff. Congratulations on meeting the requirements for this position at camp. You have been chosen because of your skills, abilities, and personal example. Staffing at Scout Camp is a rewarding but challenging experience. Please take your preparation seriously. Prime yourself now for the camping season, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Consider your job at camp and ask yourself, what can I do to better prepare myself to effectively carry out my responsibilities? Keep in mind that you're coming to camp to serve others. If you come open-minded with the idea of helping others, your experience there will be much more meaningful. Camp will run June 18th through the 23rd, but all staff members are required to arrive at camp no later than Friday, June 15th at 8 a.m. to begin setting up camp. Unless you have made prior arrangements with the camp director or the program director, that's Carrie or myself. Consideration will be given to those staff members traveling long distances, but every staff member should strive to arrive no later than Friday. We will be doing a lot of staff training and setup for camp throughout the weekend, so it is imperative that staff members arrive as soon as possible so you don't miss anything. Remember to bring work clothes and gloves so we can keep our uniforms clean until Monday. Please read through this staff guide carefully. It contains ideas and policies that you will need to be familiar with during camp. On the final page you will find a letter of agreement, which you will need to sign and bring with you to camp. Staff members under the age of 18 must also have a signature of a parent or guardian. Staff members that are CPR certified, first aid or other medical training, or have a food handler's permit are encouraged to bring copies of those certificates as well. A copy, not the original, please. We don't want to have your original get lost or ruined. So again, we congratulate you and are looking forward to working closely with you. Sincerely, Jed Tate, Carrie Bayless, and Edward Larson. That's me. Alright, here's the required paperwork that you're going to need. Some of it's obvious, some of it may not be. The first is the health and medical record. That's your physical. Okay? Please, everybody's required to have that. Okay? Next is the activity consent form. You can find both those forms at your council's web pages. We've linked the Salt Lake Council's web page. I'm not sure because we're in the Utah National Parks, but that's the link that must have it easier to find. Next is the youth protection. If you didn't submit that with your application, please get an email to me or bring it with you to camp. It's just easier for me to know if we're going to have to train people on that at camp or not. So sending it to me early is always better. Same with the weather hazard training, and like mentioned in the letter of agreement. That we'll see at the end here. Okay. Next is the purpose of the Boy Scouts of America. Those of you that have been involved in the Boy Scouts for a long time, this is just second nature to you. But please, everyone read through it, whether you've been a Boy Scout for a long time or this is your first experience with the Boy Scouts. Why camp staff? It's the same thing. If you've staffed before, you may know these things, but please read through this and refresh yourself. Policies. These are probably some of the most important things. We don't call these rules. They're not rules. They're the policies. It's just those things that guide what we do. Okay? Opening and closing procedures. Many of you know that we're a portable camp and that everything we bring up there is not left up there. Nothing is left up there. We show up and we disappear. That's what we do. Okay, medical forms, medical accident insurance. Make sure you read through those. Okay, emergency procedures, transportation and personal appearance. We talked a little bit about that in the staff qualities, your personal appearance. Please take that seriously, and now and throughout camp, be an example. I like that first line. Okay, And uniforms. We talked about uniforms in the uniform training. If you haven't seen that video, please go and watch it. Each staff member will receive a Class B. I'm so excited about the t-shirt this year. It's different. That's why I'm excited. It's different. It may not be good, but it'd be different. Who knows? Okay, food and water, living quarters, personal belongings. Don't bring a whole bunch of extra stuff, you guys. You know, we're there for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to serve the boys. You aren't going to need all the gadgets in the world. You're going to need what you need to serve. Okay? Probably the two most important ones on this list are the fraternization policy and the visitor policy. We have had to send people home in the past because of these policies, people breaking these policies and you know, causing problems in camp. So let's take those seriously, please. Intruder policy, again, a very important one that we'll go over in detail in training at camp. All right. The next one we got here is the camp checklist. This is an important thing to go through with you and your parents. Make sure you have everything that you need. Okay, from your clothes to your shoes and your toiletries. That there's important things. Make sure you use this checklist. Okay, there's some more of the checklist right there. You won't need anything other than that, you guys. That's what I meant by personal belongings. You don't need, you know, all these other gadgets. Okay, may be fun, but you don't need them. Okay, the scout law as it pertains to camp. This is the one rule of camp, is the scout law. Okay, if you're obeying the scout law, you're obeying all the rules of camp. It's that simple. Okay. All right, and then we've got job descriptions here. Okay, going from the camp director, the program director, camp cook, and so on. All the area directors, the commissioners, all the way down here to the youth staff. Make sure you read through all of these. Understand what everyone is responsible for. So when you have questions at camp, you know the right person to go to. Okay, and the chaplain. I have to say he's probably the most important person at camp. Huh, Dad? Oh, okay. Staff training schedule. This is the schedule for the weekend. Please go through it. It is subject to change because, you know, if we get things done early, we'll get to the fun stuff earlier. So it's a guide. It's not set in stone. Okay? Alright. And here's the letter of agreement. Please read through this, get it signed, and we look forward to seeing you at camp. It's only 20 days away. It's coming fast. We'll see you soon. Bye.